Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana, continuing Shungen's route. Though again, I don't know why, cause like, this ain't my story anymore. Fuck this shit, my brother ruined my life. So like, thankfully, I had a day to sleep on this shit. Cause I'm like, god damn, that was fucking depressing. That was depressing. I don't need depressing. Anyway. I've had a very bad day today. It's been the worst fucking day. My fucking floor is coming apart. Like, literally, my floorboards, because they're just like laminate, are starting to pop up. And then I was trying to like one of them popped up a little too much. I was trying to hammer it back in place, and I smashed my thumb. Like I broke my fucking thumb. I got a new cage for the little bird, and I opened the full thing. I was careful, like don't slice your finger as you're opening it with scissors, right? But then as I was moving the scissors, it got stuck in the box, and then my finger sliced across the other blade, and I was just like gushing blood. It hurts like a motherfucker. Trying to move something and threw out my fucking hip because I'm old. And then I was trying to move my couch back in place because I vacuumed my floors and I was trying to steam up. Oh, my vacuum kept dying every like 5 minutes because for some reason it just wasn't holding a charge. I don't fucking know. Whatever. So it took fucking forever to vacuum and steam up when it shouldn't have. And then like I was trying to move my couch back and I slammed my couch into my toe because my couch has like a base all along the bottom. There's no like open space. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I just fucking hate everything right now. Like, holy goddamn shit. So I don't need my brother's goddamn bullshit. I don't need it. We need happy shit, but we're not getting that right now. So, anyway, back into what the actual fuck. So, for the next few days, we made steady progress with the army. However, alright, yeah, my brother gonna throw me in to be cannon fodder again. What an asshole. Gonna date this bitch next? When I opened my heavy eyelids, I could see the light of the midday sun streaming in from behind the cream-colored camp curtains. Cream-colored camp curtains! My body feels so heavy. What happened? Oh, you know what's amazing? That's a wood fucking roof. Do we carry that shit with us? What the hell? That's right. I was trying to drink some water, but I dropped my bowl and then... Spacey! Shungen? Lord Suganobu told me you fell, and that you had an extremely high fever. Yeah, well, it's all the stress about, not having anything that was mine actually be mine. Except for people wanting to kill me, but that's just because they want to kill you, and they're just going to kill me instead. That's nice. Thanks. Awesome. It's not Shungen's fault, but... Would you like some water? Or would you prefer to stay lying down? In a fevered daze, I raised my body at the sight of Shungen. You also have to feel bad for him, though. It was like you're mad at him because everything that you knew that was yours, and like, again, you're cannon fodder for him. It's just like, oh, have them pretend this baby is your son. It's a girl, but like, whatevs, raise her as a boy, and then whatever, so then no one will kill your son, and your son will be fine. Fucking what? I don't care if fucking step-grandma knew we had magic demon dragon powers and was like, she'll be fine. Rude! Fucking rude! But again, it's not Shungen's fault, and you have to feel bad. Like, poor Shungen's like, fuck? Because it might not even be like, I don't want this responsibility. It's more like now, he, because he cares about you, is going to be, oh my god, everything that you had is mine, and that, oh no. Like, he's going to feel bad about that. You know what I mean? He's going to feel bad that, like, oh, your mother isn't your mother, she's my mother, and she gave no fucks about you, because, oh, and your brother also never gave any fucks about you, and you were so adamant, and now he really gives no fucks about you, and, like, and the only person who you're friends, whatever, but, like, in this little situation in that room was, like, Shungen cares, but you're kind of mad at him for stealing your fucking life, even though it's not his fault. Like, he's also kind of, like, in the suck corner with you. Sucks a little bit more to be us than it does him, but it's not saying it doesn't suck to be him right now, you know what I mean? Because he's had his whole fucking world rocked, but... Don't move. Do you need anything? No, I'm Hold on. Sorry. I tried to move away from his hand as it reached for me, but I was too slow and his hand cradled my head back to bed. Back to the bed, sorry. All right, just calm down. I just wanted to make sure you didn't bump your head. And he's like taking care of us, and you're like, you don't have to take care of us, I'm nothing. Need to go full emo. Oh my god, I just made a laugh bird. I literally was like, and he just like fucking flipped the fuck out. It's okay. You're okay. Oh my god, are you alright? You're fine. You got a fucking day, huh? Will you please just go? You still won't talk to me. But I can't just leave you here. This fever is probably caused by all the stress from that day. Yeah, part of it's your fault. What? Ever since we heard from Lady Tokiwa, you've been troubled. You've been torturing yourself about it, and now this. I should have forced myself to talk to you about it earlier. I knew how much pain you were in, but... Shungen... The look of concern on Shungen's face made my heart ache. I don't need your pity, Shungen. I just don't know what to do, that's all. I'm not Spacey Minamoto. I'm not Shinao. I don't know who I am, but I know I don't need your pity. Stop. Lady Tokiwa's story was painful, but don't say you don't know who you are. It's true you don't know where you were born or who your parents are. Everything you once knew has been turned upside down. The surprise and sorrow you've suffered is more than I can understand, but... Yeah, because you got a family, you didn't lose one. You know what I mean? So... Still sucks to be Shungen in this situation, but, like, again, nowhere near as much as us. Shungen's cool fingertips gently touched my hand. I felt Shungen wrap his cool hands around mine. Aww. Just sitting there, kind of looking at us with an angry face. He's like, I am a little disappointed in you. He's not mad. He's not mad. He's just disappointed. But look at him, like, holding your hands. They made his hands so big. You just think because he looks so delicate, you know what I mean? Like, he's delicate, kind of, and somewhat effeminate, like we are, you know? And then it's like, then he's got big man hands, and you're like, I kind of wasn't expecting that. Like, they look so massive compared to, like, what we think is our teeny tiny little lady hands. Like, shit. But you are here. Right here. Just because you weren't the person you thought you were, it doesn't make you any less you. And you're the only one for me. Being with you is everything to me. Only in chapter 8. I'm okay with this. Everything? I've been watching you since we were little. You who hates to lose. You who's grown to become a fierce warrior. You who shows your kindness every day for others. You who struggles to make your way in a world dominated by men. It's all you. I mean, he's not wrong. We needed this. Heir to the Genji or not, Shinao or not, you're still here. You're still you. And the thing is like, you don't know that Shinao was being taught, everyone was being told Shinao was the heir to the Genji. But Shungen is. But she could have, when she gave birth to Shungen, named him Shungen. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I switched your names, or you didn't have a name and then I just pretend. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was your name in essence, but it had nothing to do with Minamoto right now. We should get rid of that. We chose the name Spacey, motherfucker. We chose it. It means nothing to this game. It means everything to us. It's different if we had just left it. You know what I mean? The default, then that would make more sense, but... And it's because you are who you are that I care dearly for you. I dearly care for you so very much. I dearly care for you so very much. That's a lot of emphasis. Shungen, I can't believe you think of me that way. Overwhelmed with emotion, tears began streaming down my face. They felt like warm little droplets of rain on our intertwined fingers. It doesn't matter who your parents are. It doesn't matter where you were born. All that matters to me is that I can be by your side. His clear eyes sparkled as they stared straight at me. Enchanted by them, I nodded firmly. Thank you, Shungen. Shungen's face broke into a smile as he let out a sigh of relief. I hadn't seen him smile like that in quite some time, and I couldn't help but smile along with him. There's a smile. It's been a while since I've seen you smile too, you know. Of course. And that's because I've been stuck worrying about you. As he said this, he gently wiped away the tears from my face, and he whispered, To tell you the truth, there was a part of me that was a little relieved to hear where you and I came from. All my life I've seen you live under the weight of the Genji name. Since you were born, you were pursued by the Heike family, forced to live as a man in the mountains of Kurama. Yeah, that was just to protect you, by the way. I just wanted you to point that out again. Again, not Shungen's fault. You almost never complained, but I knew how hard it was on you. Shungen lowered his eyes for a moment, and then returned to look at me with his gentle gaze. And again, we were doing this all for you. Good thing we like you, because otherwise I'd be like, the fuck? But if you're not a Genji, you'll be free to live as you please. When you think about it that way, that's a fate that should have been mine to bear. And all this time you've been carrying it for me. Yeah. Let's remember that. A girl. I mean, we're awesome, but it's like, but we're not the special, and why are we still here? Helping our not brother. Fuck that shit. Fuck it, and fuck him. We'll do that later in the next route. But I mean, like, seriously, he's a dick right now, and I'm not here for this. Shungen, you and I should run away. Let's go. Had I known sooner, wouldn't have had to live that way. You could have been free. Shungen, it's not your fault. It's really not. If I'd been stronger, I would have never gotten lost. It was hard living as an heir to the Genji, but the only reason I've made it this far was because of you. I haven't been carrying your burden, Shungen. Until now, we've been carrying each other. Spacey. I'm honestly still surprised you thought of it that way. If anything, I was thinking the opposite. Opposite? The truth is that you're the heir to the Genji name. When I heard that, I felt lost, but also terrified. Terrified because if I wasn't the heir to the Genji name, then there'd be no reason for people to treat me the way they have. I was no one. Just a replacement for Shungen. No, cannon fodder. Bodyguard. Body armor. You're not a replacement. You're not replacing him. You are literally his, fucking, bulletproof glass. You're there to, die for him, basically, to protect his ass. That's, bullshit. And all the people that helped me along the way, all the respect and honor I've received, all those things should have been yours. I mean, okay. All right. I gotta close my door. My freaking dryer's going and it's loud as fuck. I hope you can hear that. But anyway, okay. So, here's the thing about that. All the honor and the praise and everything. Okay, on one hand, yes, some people have been giving you that because, oh, you're the heir to the Genji. Oh, we automatically have to respect you. But a lot of the respect and all that honor and all that bullshit you've gotten is because you earned it. Okay? So, half of it would be gone because people are like, oh, never mind. Fuck that. You know what I mean? But, the people that matter, you earned their fucking respect. And if you went to, Tadanobu, Suganobu, and Benkei was like, oh, by the way, so actually Shungen's the heir to the Genji name, and I'm fucking nobody. I was just given to the freaking monks in Kurama to just protect his ass. You know, because his mom's a cunt. Seriously, she is. I mean, you can't blame her for wanting to protect her kid, but she was like, just throw that other kid in there, fine, whatever, pretend she's a boy. What a bitch. Fuck that whore. Seriously? Fucking whore. So, if you told them, oh, yeah, I mean, you didn't have to tell them you're a girl, right? You'd just be like, yeah, this is just cannon fodder for him, and cool. They'd be like, well, alright, but, we respect you because of how fucking awesome you are. It's really not your name. Yeah, sure, we were following you because, you're fighting on the side that we fight on, and, yeah, but, it doesn't matter who you really are. Okay, we still respect you. There's gonna be other people who are only following you for your name, and fuck those people. Who cares? You know what I mean? So no, not all the respect and honor you've received should be automatically transferred to Shungen, because, you know, those are fair weather followers. Fuck those people. And I'm not saying Shungen doesn't deserve that. He didn't earn it, but like, because like, he's actually really smart and good at it. So I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're two halves of the same whole. It's fine. But like, those people would jump ship and automatically give him more respect just for the name than like, who cares? Who cares about those motherfucking people? That doesn't matter. Like, you know, the three people that matter still are bros. All I'm saying. And maybe it was your name that drew their attention, but Benkei and the others saw you for who you are. That's why they serve you. Exactly. Thank you. And that's why I've been following you too. Not because of a name, but because of who you are. Thank you. I want to take care of you too, Shungen. Genji or not, you're forever in my heart. Your kindness, your encouragement, you've always been there for me, and that's why I want to support you however I can. By pretending I'm still my brother's brother, my not brother's brother, and going to die for you, so then he can kill you later, so there's only one and he gets rid of both of us. Because he's being a douche. I don't know, he might pull out of it, but I'm just saying right now, son of a bitch. And I can continue to be by your side. Sweet. I should be asking you that. Are you sure that this is the path you want to take with me? She's like, are you sure we should be going into this war? We can leave. I don't have to be here. Fuck this shit. This is your problem. Like, I mean, I'm here to support you, but I also don't want to do this anymore. Because I don't care. Suddenly Tomomori. We're like, I don't actually give a fuck. And Tomomori's like, neither do I. We're like, cool, let's go. Yeah, perfect couple. Let's leave. I may lose myself again. I may get lost again. Kind of the same thing. And when you do, I'll hold your hand like this again. And I'll say, I'll be with you no matter what. Oh my god, now kiss. Spacey, you may not have blood. No, you may not have blood family. You've always got me. I'm sure we do have blood family, and it might be the Heike. As you said, we have a bond that can't be compared to anything else. I mean, I like that there's this twist in Shungen's route, but I also was like, it does kind of sour our brother's route, because then you know going into it that he's not your brother. And like, are you going to find out again that he's not your brother? Or they're like, nah, you're going to think, but it's going to be cool because you as the player know he's not. Because like, I don't know. You know what I mean? They just kind of... I get it. You know, it fits for Shungen's route and it's great on its own. But when you stuff it into the whole game, you're like, I mean, I guess they kind of foreshadow maybe like, oh, maybe Tomomori is actually your brother because, you know, and then this is like, okay, so if we're not actually, then maybe that's like, you know, step grandma got us from somewhere and that could lead to making what Tomomori said a little bit more true, or we're cousins or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, it does sour the whole your brother route because you're like, oh, you know, man, I was looking forward to banging my brother. Sure, maybe we get to do that in Tomomori's route, but like, you know, game, set me up and you take it away. Like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I already feel a little let down for the next route, and we're not even there yet, you know what I mean? And I kind of felt like that way in Noritsune's route, like, we got there and I was like, okay, this game's got a lot to fucking do to live up to the expectations I had. But it has. Every route has been great. Like, I still think Noritsune's route is the goddamn best one so far. Okay? Because it was just, like, wholesome and wonderful. But each one on its own, like, all together, like, every moment of this game has been great, except for a brother doing that bullshit. Fuck that crap! But I like the angst and the anger that it gave me, right? You're like, I didn't see it coming and I hate you for it. I love it, okay? But, like, I don't know. Like, now I'm like, we're here. We're only in chapter 8, and I'm like, I'm already disappointed for the next route, because it's like you took away part of what made that, like, whoa, we're doing our brother? What? We're gonna find out he's not, right? Not really our brother? But we already know now, and it, like, ruins some of the fun. I don't know. Like, So, like, I feel like I'm going to go into that route slightly disappointed. But the good thing is by the time I finish this route, and then I have to play the other route of our other game, and God knows I have a lot of time that I'm not going to be able to record, so it's going to be really tough. It's going to take me fucking forever to get back here to play that route. So I'll probably forget everything. It'll be okay. Like, man, I don't know. Anyway. As you said, we have a bond that can't be compared to anything else. So isn't that enough? I nodded my head in response to Shungen's impactful words. Strange. The anxiety I had earlier is completely gone. I feel even better than before. Feel content. You're still a bit dizzy, aren't you? I'm sorry for the serious talk when you're not feeling well. Oh, no, it's okay. Anyway, you should rest and get some sleep. See, it feels nice to lay down, right? Are you feeling better? The palm of Shungen's hand gently touched my forehead. So warm. It's okay. I guess I'm still a little flustered from the fever. I'm just glad things between us are better. Same as always. Wait, I said that. Okay. Oh. What do you mean? Back when we were in Kurama, if you and I ever had a fight, I was always inconsolable. I feel so alone, and the mountains would seem so big. Guess I haven't changed a bit, have I? You should get some rest, Spacey. I feel my eyelids growing heavy. Slowly at first, and then all at once I felt myself drifting to sleep. If I go to sleep, Shungen will leave. Over there like, Shungen? I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. Sweet. So you can sleep. Okay. The relief of having Shungen beside me lulled me to sleep in no time at all. It's the same like before. Comfortable, but something more. Shungen... I fell into the darkness and into a dream. I'm not gonna lie, I also got like 5.5 hours of sleep last night because like I don't know. I just like bolted awake for no reason, and then it was like 1 o'clock, and then like by the time I like think I may have fallen asleep, and then they just started really fucking early with that goddamn construction out back, and I was like, I fucking hate you, because I still had like an hour I could sleep. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was very fucking miserable. Thank God I worked from home today, but then all the cleaning and everything and all the stress and like. I swear to God, I like laid on the couch because I was watching the Nyan Cave stream Yakuza 3. And I was like, let me just lay on the couch and get comfy because my body hurts. And then I just like passed the fuck out. I woke up in time for Majima. It's fine. It's fine. I was like kind of dozing in and out. And then I like woke up. I'm like, oh, okay. And then right when I'm like, okay, good. I needed Majima today. Okay. But like, I'm just saying it was kind of a clusterfuck of a day. So anyway, I'm still fucking tired. I'm just gotta just want to curl up in a ball and cry. Anyway, sleep. I guess you're right. And now and then, not much has changed after all. It's changed for me either. I want to protect you more than anyone else in this whole world. So sweet of you. Ugh. Yeah, I think so. The back might be a little off. Could you take a look? I love how adorable we looked in this fucking outfit. What? I look weird, don't I? I thought I could pull it off, but I was against this whole idea from the beginning, but well, what? You don't look weird at all. You look absolutely stunning. I saw you dressed as a Shirabiyoshi, and maybe that's when all this started. Shungen? When you're with a man, you've got to be more careful. Well, especially because our brother ain't our brother anymore, so... And no matter how good you are with the sword, no matter how brave your heart is, you're also beautiful. I saw you dressed like a whore. That's what I'm just kidding. Listen, she's a prostitute, it's fine. But, like, you know, I saw you dressed like a prostitute, and I just... Wow, really? Just kidding. We were dressed like a woman, that's what it was. I know, but still. Just gonna make fun of him a little. These feelings, they're not going away. They're growing stronger. I don't want anyone else to touch you. I want you to show me your weaknesses. I want to take your hand when you're lost. You're not just a childhood friend to me anymore. You've grown up. You're the woman I love. That's so sweet, actually. Shungan gently placed the blanket back on top and stared fondly. Spacey. Aww. That's kind of sweet. That's like an early confession, I feel like. I don't feel like, well, I mean, I think we've had the, like, you're the most important person to me thing, but I don't think it was like, but I love you. Did we? I don't know. I just feel like this is coming on kind of early. But chapter 9. The next morning. Feeling the warm light of the morning sun, I slowly opened my eyes. That's right. I came down with a fever, and after that, Shungan came to see me. Then... I almost shouted with surprise. I looked over to see Shungan sleeping, snuggled up against me. How nice. Though I stopped moving to avoid waking him, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. We used to sleep next to each other like this when we were little. I can't count the number of times I've seen his sleeping face. But yet, his face has changed somehow. It's still innocent, but now more dignified. He saved me yesterday. Holding my hand so tightly, his words were etched into my heart. But you are here, right here. Just because you weren't the person you thought you were, it doesn't make you any less you. And you're the only one for me. Being with you, it's everything to me. Just thinking about it filled my heart with joy. Such a strange feeling. Spacey. Morning, Shungan. I like how she was just like, good morning, instead of like, I wasn't, act all awkward, because, like, they've done this before, even though now it's slightly different, but it's still not like, let's flail awkwardly. Proud of you. Good morning. Sorry, I must have dozed off. No, it's fine. I just woke up too. As I said this, I got up and rose out of bed. Shungan smiled as he got up as well. I feel like if it was somebody who wasn't Shungan, somebody who didn't know we were a woman, it might be a little more awkward, but, you know. We've known Shungan for so long, and he knows our... Actually, even though, like, even if it was like Benkei, when he knew, I don't think we still would have been like, oh, okay. It's because this has happened before when we were little kids, so, like, it doesn't faze us. But I kind of just wish she would react a little more like this sometimes to be like, okay. But, I mean, I kind of get it. The first time you wake up next to someone, you're like, this is a little awkward. Like, who isn't your childhood friend who you're used to waking up next to all the time, I guess? I don't know. You look better. You're not wearing that worried look on your face anymore. It's all thanks to you. I think my fever's gone, too. I feel like I could fight a whole army. Oh, and you're gonna! I can still hold my sword, and I can still fight. Does that mean you'll fight as a regular warrior? Not as Spacey? That's my fucking name, but not as Spacey Minamoto. Well, now that I've sorted out my feelings, I suppose I should return that name to you. I think you should hold on to it for a little while longer. Give yourself a little more time to think. He's like, I don't want that name. That's my name. That's your name. That's weird. He's like, I'm gonna stick with Shungan, you stick with Spacey, just ditch the Minamoto, and we're fine. But actually don't, because when we get married, my name technically is Minamoto either way, right? And I'll give it to you, and there you go. You already got it. Besides, even if you decide to give me the title of Genji, there's still a lot we need to figure out. I like to give you that title, but can I keep my fucking name? Because this is weird. I don't want to be calling you Spacey. Then I have to be Shungen? That's weird. I don't... Besides, we still don't know what Lord Yoritomo thinks about all this. Oh, he thinks he's gonna stab you, and I don't think he gives a fuck who his brother is. I think he likes the fact that we're not, even though he thinks we're a girl. Well, he knows we're a girl. But I think he's glad that we're not his brother or whatever, because the Emperor was like, oh, Spacey, who knows? And he's like, no, not one of us. Nope. He's like, well, Shungen's great, but not as good as Spacey, so ha! But you're still gonna have to kill Shungen because, like, fuck you, bro. Not bro. After hearing from Lady Tokiwa, Lord Yoritomo didn't speak to you, did he? About your origins and you being a woman? He hasn't talked to me either. He's probably waiting until the whole situation calmed down a bit. No, I don't think he gives a fuck. Now you mention it, it's a bit odd he hasn't spoken to either of us about it. We should probably talk with him about how we should proceed, shouldn't we? That's probably for the best. An announcement like this, there's no guarantee it won't impact the soldiers. Finding out that I'm not actually a potential heir to the Genji name, it might cause confusion in the ranks. But it can't stay that way. I want you to be able to live as Spacey Minamoto. No, no, you can't take my name. That's weird. Stop it. Because as the potential heir to the Genji name, you deserve to have the respect and honor that comes with that. But see, he doesn't have to take... Well, I mean, I get it, because, like, we changed our name to Spacey, but, like, the original name in the game would have been more a name that is the family name. Like, everybody's name is motherfucking the same, so it makes sense. But it still seems awkward. And I promise to support you this time, no matter what fate has in store for us. Thanks, but you've worked so hard to get to this point, too. I don't want all that to go to waste. And now that I know my origins, I'll take care of the burdens related to being Genji. I want you to be free from the bonds of the Genji and live the quiet life you've always wanted. Shungen... That's why I feel it's dangerous to act quickly. You're like, cool, I'm gonna peace out, I'm gonna take the Sato brothers with me. Just, you guys have fun with that war. I'm gonna take my man harem. Maybe just those two, it's fine. I'm gonna also go find Tomomori. It's not gonna be hard, he'll pop out of the bush somewhere. Probably stalking me as we speak. Shungen stared straight at me, and I could feel his concern. Hey, then we'll tell Lord Yoritomo we want to keep things as they are for now. I don't know what he'll say, but we won't know until we talk to him. Right. Yeah, he's gonna be like, that's fine. You can be the cannon fodder for my brother. That I'm gonna kill later. But eventually, when this battle is over, I want to give this name back to you, Shungen. What the fuck are we gonna be? We're gonna have a third name? I don't like this. And I want to free you from the burden of Genji. For that reason, let's end this war quickly. I nodded firmly at Shungen's words, which gave us both the determination to do what needed to be done. We'll keep that matter under wraps for the time being. Brother, Lord Yoritomo, he answered with no hesitation. May I ask why? That's just as you said. There will come a time when we need to address it. Right now, it would only confuse the soldiers. Yeah, we're like, instead of him being like, okay, whatever you agree, he's like, yeah, he's sus. He's sus, and not in the good way that freaking Tomomori is sus. Tomomori is sus in, like, all the wrong ways, but I love him anyway, and our brother is just pissing me off. Not brother, whatever. You know what, you make me mad. You're still hot, though. Like, I don't know, I'm just disappointed in you. I'm still a little mad, but I'm also extremely disappointed. The mad will go away. The disappointment won't, though, buddy. Just saying. I have to fucking work. I would have snapped harder, but my thumb really motherfucking hurts from smashing it, so. Shungen's activities have earned him a good reputation among the soldiers, but they still see him as just another samurai. If they don't think I'm capable of leading a unit right now, is that what you're saying? You disagree? I like the fact that now these two are brothers, and it's so weird. They do look more alike than we look like our brother, I guess, coloring-wise. I mean, our brother's hair is a little more purpley than Shungen's. Shungen's is a little bit darker, but I feel like it's the same color palette, just like a little bit lighter. And their eyes are definitely the same. But at the same time, you're like, I mean, what are the odds if you're going into like this time period in Japan, you're going to have Tomomori over there with his blonde hair and blue eyes? I mean, that's fucking freakish. Like, he's fucking weird. And Noritsune's got pink hair and green eyes. They're fucking weird. That's not normal. So, like, it's really for some reason not like, oh, wait, they look, why do they have the same coloring? You're like, I mean, you play some games and you're like, everyone's got like a little bit of brown, that one's like a little purple color, this is blue colored, blah, blah, blah. But it's supposed to be shades of like black and brown, but everyone's got to stand out a little, and so everybody doesn't look like, well, I mean, everyone's got the same hair and eye color, like they change it. Like, those were you're a little gray, we got more blue, the blue-black color over here, a little purpley here, you know what I mean? Like, I think of Persona 5, right? Like, everybody slightly different, but it was still like, you had the dark hair and eyes, because that's normal for Japanese people. Like, and then An doesn't count because she's foreign. So, like, you know what I mean? But then you have, like, in this game, you're like, Tomomori! And she can hit all of them. You're like, you know what I mean? Because, like, most games like this, like, they, like, okay, everybody's got slightly different, just to make them stand out. Like, their own 100% unique characters, you know what I mean? Like, you do the same thing. Why is my mouse dead? I got a pop-up and it's annoying. Anyway. So, like, I didn't think anything of their hair and eyes being a similar color palette. It was just like, whatever. Like, anyway. And no, I think that's obvious. Then, why didn't you talk with us about this right away? I didn't think you'd run off and do anything stupid. I don't know, you ran off and did something stupid. Making my mom admit she's not my mom and ruining my whole life, you bastard. Most importantly, I didn't think you were in any condition to talk. That's all. There was no kindness or sympathy in his eyes. Just the same cold stare. But his words were enough. I know, and it doesn't make it any better, isn't it? He's literally just like a fucking icicle. Even though he's not my real brother, I could tell that he trusted me. Really? Because I feel... what? Okay, weird. I didn't get that vibe at all, but... I mean, I suppose... yeah, okay. Because if he didn't trust your abilities, he'd be like, she's a woman! Out her! Witch! You know what I mean? Instead of being like, I won't tell anyone, because, like, you kick ass. Whatever. You know what I mean? So cool. Okay. I guess. Still a stone-cold bastard who ruined my life, though. I'm still not over it. Lord Yoritomo Minamoto, I truly didn't know that I wasn't related to you by blood, but I apologize for hiding my gender as well. However, my desire to defeat the Heike and restore peace, that will never change. If I'm allowed, I'd like to continue fighting as I have. I'd like to continue to be a part of your army. Lord Yoritomo, I, too, am just as committed to the fight as ever. But now that I know where I come from, I will fight for Genji, and for you, my brother. This is so fucking weird. You're like, this is weird. I mean, we know this, but every time the Shungen's like, my brother, and you're like, they're brothers. I know we know this, but it's still, every time you think it actually out loud, you're like, no, weird. Still weird. I understand. As long as you continue to deliver results and do your best, I see no issue. I'll continue to expect great things. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In any case, the first thing we need to do is track down the Heike. We can disclose your origins in due time. Until then, Spacey, continue to call me brother as you always have. Yes, sir. Weird. Oh, he gets off on it! In his writing, he's like, I'm not really your brother, but keep calling. Shungen, I'm not going to announce it, but you're also a child of Genji. Earn it. In that case, I have one request. I'd like to be in charge of our scouts and reconnaissance troops. But we don't want to miss any information, and we need to keep close tabs on the enemy's movements. Do as you wish. Thank you, sir. I'll continue to wield my sword just as before. The time has finally come to fight the Heike. Ichinoya. Where are Youre, Atomo, and the others? I heard they took thousands of soldiers with them and are attempting to enter Sitsu province. They should arrive in Fukuhara in a few days. It's only a matter of time before they arrive here. I see. Oh, there's our boy. Like, seriously, I'm just saying. So you have our band right over here, like, okay, and then you have these motherfuckers. Where the fuck did you come from? I mean, Noritsune is the one that stands out. Blonde hair, blue eyes, but it's the pink hair. I mean, pink? Where did you come from? I'm not complaining. I love it. I love his little pink. But you know what I mean? Like, there's always characters when they do this, and it's like, he's kind of like the pink boy, and then you're over here, and he's like blue colored, and he's green, and I got like green hair, like freaking, like, you know, so it's like, they just do that to give everyone like 100% complete unique. It's not like, oh, I dye my hair green. It's supposed to just pretend it's natural. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, of course it didn't stand out that our brother and freaking Shungen have pretty much the same belt. Even though, I mean, I guess it should have, because Shigehira and Tomomori have the exact same hair and eye colors. But I mean, ours is similar enough, too, that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. You know? Anyway. Don't look so glum. The number of soldiers with us has increased significantly. Isn't that right, Noritsune? Time of the fall of Kyoto, we had 7,000. Now that we've conquered the Tochi? The Tochi, yeah. And several times that. And the Shikoku, Shikoku regions, and Kyushu all seem to have managed to regain their footing. Yeah, even the hotshot Yoshinaka couldn't touch us here. And the Genji are nothing to worry about. I mean, you also have 2 demon-powered motherfuckers compared to 1. Although one of them doesn't give a shit, and the other one's gonna turn into a puppet-headed monster. And Noritsune and I are kind of on even footing. We're kind of fucked. Our brother's actually, not brother, is actually really fucking good, though. So, like, I mean, maybe. These are just people with demon powers, all I'm saying. Yeah, but Yoritomo defeated Yoshinaka. In addition, he has the backing of Emperor Go Shirakawa. None of this bodes well for us. I don't even have eyes! Either way, we're just gonna have to meet them here in combat. Fucking love Noritsune. So adorable. Freaking spunky. He's no Tomomori, but still, I love him to death anyway. Ichino Otani's a number of natural barriers that'll act in our favor. They won't be able to attack us so easily. Indeed, there are only a few key points where they can mount an attack. How do you think they'll proceed, brother? Indeed, the standard practice is to divide one's forces in 2. The main army and the Karamete? Which is the enemy's flank, also can be used to describe the army attacking the flank. And the main force will attack directly at Ikuta. The flanking force will come from the west and strike Shioya. Shioya, yeah. I'm doing the best, okay? In that case, brother, shall we cover Shioya and leave the main forces to Noritsune and Tsunemasa? Oh, yay! Do we get to fight these bitches? Oh, it'll be so fun! Love it. In that case, let your uncle keep the other AK forces in reserve. We should have an exit route just in case. Alright. If needed, we'll retreat by crossing the sea and fleeing to Yashima and Shikoku. Fleeing to Yashima and Shikoku. Sorry. Notify the troops and get in position. Yes, sir! Your move, Yoritomo. I'd be really fucking pissed if not brother kills maybe brother. Look, I'm just really mad if anybody kills frickin' Tomomori. I know he jumped off the fucking boat in Benkei's round, probably drowned himself, and that kind of sucked, but, like, we just pretend he's not dead. But I can't watch our brother, our not brother, fight our maybe brother. I can't. It's too much hotness, even though I'm mad at this motherfucker, but whatever.
In a few days, we'll reach Otani, one of the Heike's few remaining strongholds. We'll meet them in battle there.
With the battle just around the corner, we were discussing measures to expel the Heike in a military council meeting.
Our primary goal will be the return of the sacred treasures.
You know what those are? The 3 treasures of the Emperor.
And the Heike stole them when they fled Kyoto. His Highness wants to take them back.
The treasures of the Imperial throne. It's despicable to think of them in Heike hands.
Kakatoki, what's the situation?
Right. Otani's surrounded by the sea to the south and steep mountains to the north, making it difficult to attack. Standard practice would be to strike simultaneously with a main force attacking Ikuta and a flanking force hitting Shioya. Considering the strength of the forces, bloodbath's inevitable. We should be prepared for heavy casualties. Yay! We're all gonna die! Woo! That's always fun. I mean, it's nice that, like, prepare everyone to probably die. Should we really have to?
Any thoughts from the reconnaissance team?
Yes, sir. If we follow Sir Kakatoki's plan, the flanking force will have to take a large detour to make it to Shioya. The road will be rough. Iodorigoe? Iodorigoe? I can't! Iodorigoe. I can't say it any faster or smoother than that. That's hard. Anyway, is particularly dangerous terrain. Iodorigoe. A mountain road that goes north from the city center of Kobe City, Hyogo Prefecture, to the west of the Roko Mountains. Fun. I think we've learned more Japanese geography than I could remember of any, like, American geography. I'm just saying. There's not enough room in my brain, so some of that shit's gone, and I'm like, what? North Dakota's not a state? Just kidding. North Dakota's fucking made up. It's not real. I'm kidding. I know it's real. You know, the sad part is you can't joke about that. People are like, oh my god, you actually... Because, you know, people think the earth is flat. So, you know, you can't fucking joke about anything without it seeming real anymore. Or people thinking that you think it's real. You know what I mean? Oh. The world is a stupid place. Anyway. A march like that will take considerable time. In the latter, the flanking... Oh, in the later. Why did I read latter instead of later? That didn't make any sense. Oh my god. I can't read. I'm very tired, okay? In the later the flanking army joins the battle, the greater the burden on the main force.
If the battle goes poorly, the main force could very well be wiped out by the time the flanking army arrives.
The others stared at the ground, brows furrowed in concerned concentration. I turned my gaze to my brother. Let's just jump over the mountain! They won't expect that shit. We did it once, it's fine. Brother, would it be possible for me to lead the flanking force? The mountain roads in Kurama and Hiraizumi were rough as well. I'm confident I can keep them up with the march.
No. Spacey, you command the main force.
But I wanted to fight Tomomori. I don't want to fight Noritsune again. That makes me sad. I do miss him, but, like, you know, not like this. Huh?
As was stated earlier, a failure of the flanking force to join up with the main force in a critical situation.
So you're putting me in a critical situation.
And therefore, in the major army, we need leaders who can maintain the morale of the soldiers until the flanking force arrives.
You think I can keep the morale up? Oh, wow. That's actually, like, the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Like, ever. And I'm not even your brother. And then who'll lead the minor force?
Shoon.
What are you doing?
I'm going home.
Giving Shungen command of the secondary army? What does he have in mind? And who is he commanding?
That's just as you said. There will come a time when we need to address it. But right now, it would only confuse the soldiers. The Shungen's activities have earned him a good reputation among the soldiers, but they still see him as just another samurai.
If they don't think I'm capable of leading a unit right now, is that what you're saying? He's going to test Shungen to see if he can lead an army. I mean, it's good and bad. My lord, with all due respect, this role is too critical to be left to a minor vassal. I think Shungen's up to the task, but it's still a big risk. Takatsuna, you're such a good boy. He's like, I think Shungen can do it. It's a tough task, though. Just saying. Such a little ball of sunshine, isn't he? Shungen and Spacey work well together. Wouldn't it be better to put them together with the main army? Look at Takatsuna trying to ship it.
And besides, Shungen served the military well with his reconnaissance so far. Even if he didn't take command here.
No, I wish to follow Lord Yoritomo's orders. Shungen. However, Lord Yoritomo, if you put me in charge of the flanking force, there's a strategy I'd like to bring up.
Let's hear it.
Earlier I mentioned that Hyodorigoe is a difficult road, and the Heike are surely aware of this fact. If that's the case, they've probably already surmised our plan, and making this a perfect opportunity for a surprise attack. We'd knock some rocks off the fucking cliff. A surprise attack? What the hell are you talking about? In the area between Hyodorigoe. Hyodorigoe, can we stop having to say that it's hard? And the enemy camp is a steep cliff. I propose our troops ride down it on horseback. Oh, no. I hit the wrong. I was adjusting my thing. Anyway, yeah, I like how in this one they're like, yeah, Shungen's got it. He's so smart. We're the one who came up with that in Benkei's route, by the fucking way. Didn't we? Or did Shungen come up with it in Benkei's route? Who came up with it in Benkei's route? Because, like, this is what we did in Benkei's route, but it's like, I don't think Shungen was there. Or was he? No, we sent everybody down the cliff ahead of us, and, like, Benkei and I got stuck by Shigehira. But, like, I'm just saying, whose idea was it then? Don't steal somebody else's fucking idea like it was yours. I don't know about that. I mean, it's your route, so I suppose you're supposed to get credit for shit. But I'm just saying, you stole my life. Don't steal my ideas, too. I don't know whose idea it was, honestly. I remember the Sato brothers being like, we can totally do that. That's fine. But, like, whatever. Ride down the cliff? That would give us the high ground! Exactly. The Heike will be totally surprised. Plus, the path is shorter, meaning we could join up with the major forces more quickly. It's absurd! Can't lead an army down a cliff! The men will all fall to their deaths before they reach the battle! That's why we get them on mountain climbing goats. We're gonna need about 30,000 mountain goats. Does anybody know where to find them? I understand your concern, but according to the scouting party, that path is used by the local wildlife. If the local animals can make it down, then so can our horses. But you know, that's a pretty big if. And I can't imagine the soldiers would be very excited to take that risk either. The reaction of the members of the council ranged from dismal to outright mockery. Even I was skeptical. Shungen, I know it's a risky plan, but we can't win without it. Otherwise, they know we're coming, and they know our plan of attack. We'll find a way down. I promise I'll not let the men I lead die in vain. Shungen's determined to end this battle and live up to his brother's expectations of him. Of me, but also him. This is weird, I don't like it. We've been fighting together so long. I know I should believe in you, but this plan is... Rather, the strategy that Shungen mentioned, I too support it. Look, we're like, this plan is fucking banana. This shit is bananas. But I totally support Shungen 100%. This is such a good girlfriend, right? We're good bestie, good lord to vassal. We might have to switch that around. I don't know, but like whatever. Wife to our lord now. Whatever. We're just awesome. Because that shit is bananas and we're thinking it. My lord, what are you? So far, Shungen's measures have led us to victory many times. I'm sure this plan will work too. We've got to trust him. Shungen's strong. I believe in him.
Lord Yoritomo, and my only goal is to win this war as quickly as possible. So, what do you say?
Painful silence ensued as the two brothers unblinkingly stared at each other.
Shungen's in charge of the flanking army. Regarding this plan, proceed with caution.
My lord!
Well, the major forces will be led by Spacey and I. Shungen and Kagetoki will lead the flanking forces.
Kagetoki's like, I gotta take this twerp word! And he's like, that's my brother. Shh, didn't you say that?
Kagetoki, you will observe Shungen's leadership of the attack.
Yes, sir. I understand. Kagetoki's like, goddamn whippersnappers! I feel you, Kagetoki. You're a dick, but I get it. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, sure, I gotta listen to all these, like, little baby fucks trying to tell me what to do. I'm old! Get off my damn lawn! That's what Kagetoki's thinking of all of us. Even our not brother. Benkei and Takatsuna were then assigned to the major force with me, while Suganobu and Tadanobu went with Shungen. Bye, boys! I'll miss you! At Lord Yoritomo's command, each one of us began to make our way to the battlefield. In the midst of all this, Shungen was looking straight ahead with an air of dignity. Typical Shungen. Calm, collected, and never a hint of desperation. Shungen will surely succeed, and I'll do my best. I'll be waiting. I'll keep his heart next to mine. I feel like that's the cheesiest answer, but I kind of want it to be right, because, like, I'll keep his heart next to mine. It's such the romantic answer, but I'll be waiting. I'll do my best. You can do better than that. I mean, I know that's like a standard typical, like, do your best. But, yeah, okay. I'm so glad this is the right answer. It's the fucking romance answer, you know it. Like, I'll do my best. I'll be waiting. Even if you're far away. Even if we're apart, my heart's with you, Shungen. You'll be fine. Just thinking that we were fighting together was reassuring. It was with that thought in mind that I spoke to him. Thank you. It gives me a lot of courage to hear you say it like that. Shungen smiled, and his expression was somewhat relieved. I nodded firmly back at him. Shungen will surely make it. Until then, I'll just have to keep fighting. Alright, we'll stop here, because it's, like, fading out, and, like, you know, we're almost at time. So, and next time we'll cut into the battle! Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.